Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial for today. My name is Crotch. In this tutorial, I'm teaching you guys how to make this beautiful, sexy bodysuit. If you are new to my channel, I say welcome. If you are a subscriber, I say welcome back. Kindly click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to notify you once I drop a new video. You watching this video, why haven't you subscribed? Kindly subscribe to my video for 5 seconds now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks for that. Now let's go to the tutorial on how I made it, on how I grabbed this sexy bodysuit. Now I know you won't miss any of my videos. Now let's start. Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Crotch. In this tutorial I will be showing you guys how to make this sexy bodysuit, this sexy and lovely bodysuit. Now let's start. I've drawn the line as my guideline. This is my vertical line, and while right as my horizontal line, I will be drafting it out. This sort of guideline, those 1 inch that I put, just guideline to draft it out. Now I'm going for my back, that is my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches, you can see. So I'm drafting out 7 inches right here. Now, and also my armhole round is 9.5. So I'm doing it right 9.5 right from this edge. You can see this line. So this is 9.5. I'm going to mark 9.5. That is where I will be drafting out my armhole cuff. So this is 9.5. The reason why I draft out 9.5 is that I'm going to slant it by 1 inch, and I don't want sort of add at that armhole point. So that's why I'm using 9.5 for my armhole round. Now, right here now, let's go for the neck first. My neck width of 3.5 and neck depth of 3.5 also. Neck width of 3.5 and depth of 3.5. You can easily go and use your free hand to draft the neck, or use your French cuff to draft it out. Now I'm using my French cuff, you can see it right here, to draft the neck out. So now I'm doing it just like so. You can see how it is. Now remember my shoulder, which is 7 inches. So right here I'll be marking the 7 inches also at this point, this 7 inches. Then make a straight line across it like so. You can see. Yes, that is it. Now let's go for our shoulder slant. I'm going to slant this shoulder by 1 inch like this. So now I'll be slanting it right from this neck to this point. Now I'll be slanting it right here. You can see how it is. Then just easily slant. Yes, now that it is. So I'm coming back for the shoulder armhole cuff. Now let's go for the measurement, the horizontal drafting out. That is my circumference. Now let's go for the waist. From up to this 15 inches will be my waist. So I'm using this 15 inches from up for my waist. So this is my waistline right here. This is where I'll be drafting out the waistline. So just make it straight. So right here. Now from this waistline, I'll be coming down by 10.5. The 10.5 that I came, that is where I will be drafting. That is my crotch. That is where I'll be drafting out my crotch. So remember, it's 10.5 that I use from the waist. So now you can see. Then I'll make a straight line also like this. You can see, just make it straight easily. Now right from here, I want to make a little extension from this crotch. I'm coming down by 1 inch. That is sort of where I will fit my press button, my button. So that's why I make this 1 inch extension. Then I'll be going in by 1.5 right from the extension. Just go in by 1.5. You can see right here. Now my bust, my waist, my crotch. Then let's go for the hips. From this waist, I will come down by 5 inches. That is where I will be drafting out my hip. Now let me make a straight line also from this point like this. Yes, that is how it is. So let me name it. This is my bust. So I'll just use this B for the bust, the waist, the hip, while right there is my crotch. So let me write crotch here, and this is the cross extension right here. Remember, just 10.5 from the waist, then 1 inch extension for the press button. Now let's make the circumference. Now the horizontal line. My bust is 36. Remember, 36, which is 9 inches. But for this tutorial, I'll be using 8 inches. I'm going to deduct 1 inch. This is why I did so is that when sewing this jumpsuit, this bodysuit, make sure you use stretching materials, sort of drawing materials for your fabric. Let your fabric be stretching materials. So I'm not going to use my actual measurement because the materials I'm using is sort of drawing materials. Now my bust is 36, which is 9. I will deduct 1 inch from it, so I'm using 8 inches. Remember, it's stretch material. Now my waist is 32, so this is it right here. My waist is 32, which is 8, so I'm deducting 1 inch because it's stretching material, so I'm using 7 inches right here. Then my hip is 40. Remember, 40 inches is 10. That is divided by into 4 places, which is 10. So I'm deducting 1 inches also. So I'm using 9 instead of 10. So right here is 9 inches. Remember, 9 inches for my hip. Now, remember, for this crotch, I came in by 1.5. So this is the 1.5 that I came in. I'm going to start drafting it as this extension, the 1 inch extension that I make. So this is 1.5. Now, right here, I'm going to do my armhole cuff, join it to the waist, to the hip, then to this crotch. So to make the armhole cuff now, I'm going to find the midpoint of this. So let me measure here. I'm left with 8.5. Then the midpoint of 8.5 is 4.2. You can see. So this is 4.2. This will be the midpoint. So from this midpoint, I'm going in by the 0.2. So right here, not up to 1 inches. So I'll just use this French curve to make it. So you can see I came in by 0.2, not up to 1 inch. This is 0.7. You can see, not up to 1 inches that I use. Now I'll make from right here to this point. I'm making it straight. Then after this straight, I'm making it curve to make my armhole curve. Now let me make it straight right here from the shoulder. Remember to slant it first. From shoulder slant, I'm making it straight right there. You can see how it is. So from this straight, I will now make it curve to this my actual bust measurement, which is 8 inches. Now I'll use that. It's my French curve to make it curve. You can see how it is now. Yes, that it is. So from right here, 1 inch, then I find the midpoint. Then I came in by 0.7, then curve it. Now from this bust, I will curve it to this. You can see to this waist. From the waist, I'm curving it to my hip. Now let's do it with the help of this French curve. Now I'll just make it curve a little bit. Yes. Then curve it to my hip also. You can see how it is. Just do it gently. Right. Yes, that's it is. You can see how it is from my waist down to the hip. Now let's draft out the crotch line. You can easily do it with your free hand right from here. Curve it to this 1.5 that came in, but that, believe me, that is not easy. Now come to this hip. You can see the hip line come in by 4 inches. Now coming in by 4 inches right here, you can see how it is 4 inches. So now I'm going to drag it from this hip line down to this 4 inch that I came in to this 1.5. Now let's do it easily. You can see how it is. So I will firstly use this pen to drag it out like this. Just do it gently. You can see how it is, gently. Yes, you can see that it is 4 inch from my hip line, from this edge 4 inches. I just cut it to the 1.5 inches. Now let me use this to trace it out like so. Right down to this crotch. Yes, that's how it is. You can see it's so easy to drag. Now these bodysuit I folded it. I'm going to drag out the front, both the front and the back. So you can see so I'm through with this, with the front part, the neck, the shoulder clamp, the midpoint, the bust, the duck one because it's drawing material, the waist also the duck one, the hip, the duck one. Then after the 10.5 on my waist, 10.5, I came in by 1 inches for the press button extension. Then from this edge 4 inches. Remember 4 inches. This 4 inches that came in. Now I'm through with the front part. Just make a little adjustment for the back part. Now for this back part, I don't want my neck to be low like this. So I'm going to come down by just 1 inches. You can see I don't want the neck to be high, to be low rather. I don't want the neck to be low like the front, because this is back. So I'll just do it like this. So this sort of high neck that I did there. Now let's go for the armhole. Remember the front armhole is the curve of the back is usually shallower. It's not curved like this, it's usually shallower. So I'm going to use this for that. So I'm not coming in by 0.7 anymore. So I'll just place it like this. Right, you can see how it is. Yes, so I'm going to curve it right here. Yes, you can see how it is. So this will be the back, while this armpit is for the front. So you can see how I did that, and I did this come it by 0.7. I just used the normal armhole curve to cut it out. Now another adjustment for that is this curve. At this crotch part, it will come down by 4 inches for the press button of the back. Come down by 4 inches. So I'm going to make this straight a little bit, just small like this. Yes, so I will come down by 4 inches right here. I'm coming down by 4 inches right here. You can see that it is. I came down by from this crotch extension that I did, this 1 inch, I just come down by 4 inches. You can see how it is. From the extension, I came down by 4 inches. The reason why I came down by 4 inches for the back is that if you extend the crotch of the front when drafting your pattern, you will have to put your hand all the way to the back. Trust me, it's not comfortable. Just come down by 4 inches for the back pattern. You can see 4 inches for the back, but this so you are going to put it down from the back to the front. But for the front, I came down by 1 inch just for extension, but for the back, I came down by 4 inches. So this is it. Now I'm going to use 1.5 for it also. So I'm using 1.5. So I'm going in by 1.5 also. You can see. Then just make a straight line across it like so. Yes, that is how it is. Now from this crotch, so I'm going to join it right from this point down all the way to this 4 inch extension at the back. From this hip point down to the 4 inches extension at the back. So if you want it to be easy, you can easily use your hand to drag it out, but believe me, it's not easy. Now from this edge again, remember for the front, I came in by 4 inch. but for the back I'm coming in now by 6 inches. Remember, I came in by 6 inches for this back. Yes, 6 inches. I'm using 6 inches, while for the front I use 4 inches, but for the back I'm using 6 inches. Now I came in by 6 inches. Now I'm going to join it right from this point down to here to this point also. Now let me use this to just trace it out also as I did for the front. Yes, right side all the way down. Yes, that is how you can see. It's so easy to do, so easy. Now let me use this to easily shift it out like this. Yes, that is how it is. You can see how it is right now. Now you can see from this point 4 inches for the front, while 6 inches for the back. So you can see how I draft it out, and then just extension. So the little adjustment that I made for the back is the neck high, the armpit shallower. Then right here I came down by 4 inches for the button. I don't want you to just put this from the front. If I extend this 4 inches for the front, it won't be easy, but this back is easy. Just pull in from the back to the front, then you press it. Now I'm extending the back by 4 inches. I did that by 4 inches, while from this hip edge 4 inches for the front, 6 inches for the back. Then I just join it all the way down. Now you can see how it is. Now I'm going to cut. Remember, when sewing your fabric, add all the seam allowance, but for this tutorial, no seam allowance. Remember to add all the seam allowance, your shoulder seam allowance, your bust, your waist, your hips. Then for this also, make sure to add half inch, that is 0.5 seam allowance, not to be shortened by fabric when sewing in. Now let me cut it out right now. So I'm going to cut the back out first, like so. You can see. Then right here I'm going to cut the back out first, then the front. You can see it's so easy to do, so easy. So I want to show you how. I don't want to fast that. I want to show you guys how I will cut it out like this, right? Then easy like this. Remember, this is just the guideline. Then right here I'm going to do that. Then flip the slant also. Now here is how it is. Now I'm removing the back first. So this will be the back part. You can just write anything. This is the bodysuit, back part. Now this is the front part. Now I'm using this for the back, while this for the front. Remember, the front starts from this 1 inch extension. You can see how it is. Just easily cut it out right here. Then the neck also. Then the armhole. Remember, this is the back armhole. Yes, right here. Now this is how it is. This is the front part, while this is the back. I can see it's so easy. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. It's fine, it's neat, and it's easy. Now, thanks for watching my video. Kindly click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to notify you once I drop a video. Kindly give this video a like and a thumbs up. Thanks. Bye.